Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you, I guess part one of GW doing stuff at Oh Dark 30. Trying to be sly, and yeah, points. We got points. We got changes to Tyranids in this video. I'll cover the other detachments, the other armies I like in a second, but let's just get straight into it. I just wanted to show this page so you can see that that's today. Um, First off, points. I I am perplexed. Also, shout out to Phil Wag 1988, which is how I found out that the points just went live by telling me that Pyro Wars went up by 5 points. Um, yeah, I don't know what Games Workshop was doing with this one. Carnifexes went down by 10 points each. Old One Eye goes up by 10 points. So, taking Old One Eye and Friends, you are saving 10 points? If I sorry. Yeah, 10 points in total. Because that's 20 down and that's 10 up. Yep, that's how math works. Sorry, it's Oh Dark 30, and I have to be kind of quiet in my house right now. Um, yeah, that's a choice. So, Old One Eye, who you were very rarely bringing solo. Anyway, maybe in Crusher Stampede? That the detachment that, you know, didn't need to be hit, uh, goes up, so solo one eye is a no-go in the eyes of GW. Pyrovores literally just made a video about how I have discovered how much I love Pyrovores. This feels very targeted to me. Uh, Taking a single model has gone up by 5 points. Now, I will say, I guess it's not too targeted because I've been an advocate for two or three models of Pyrovores at a time. So yeah, I guess they found that removing cover with a 35 point model uh, and a 6-inch move was just too much, and a 12-inch weapon. Uh, yeah, I'm not salty. You are. Lictors went up by 5 points. Now I can definitely say you should take a squad of barb guns over lictors, I guess. But no, lictors up by 5 kind of makes sense. I still think that you know what? I'm okay with that. Personally, I'm okay with that because I've been trying to tell everybody that you are taking way too many lictors for things that other things do kind of better. I don't know why we pivoted to lictors, uh, especially when Raveners are 75. So you took two lictors to do the job of what one squad of Raveners could do. I don't really know what that is. It's just like, but it's blown up and can like come off the edge, and it's like, if they dedicate a turn to shooting your entire Raveners, I think you're fine. But hey, that's just me. Von Ryan's Leapers went down by 5 points per three, and the Wing Hive Tyrant went down by 10 points, if I remember correctly. Um, Winged Hive Tyrant. At first, I was like, "Oh man, it went down by 20 points," and I was like, "No, it was already 210." So that's not too too amazing. I don't see you bringing the Wing Hive Tyrant for more reasons now. And Von Ryan's Leapers, I I think that now you take them over the Lictors, if I'm being honest. Especially when they can heroic intervene for 0. Um, and just clog up whatever that does a little bit better in my eyes than Lictors. So maybe that's just me, but that's that. But I guess while we're here, we should talk about the things that didn't get hit. Um, the Exocrine and the Tyrannifex. I was not gonna lie, kind of worried about the Tyrannifex going up. Um, Everybody keeps expecting the Exocrine to go up, but I think GW has realized enough that our entire faction pretty much revolves around the Exocrine being good at 135 points. And Tyranids we have just discovered is okay at 190 with the gun change. So that's something I am perplexed about what went down. And solo Pyrovore's going up. Old One I guess I can see the argument. But like, by 10 points and not just 5 is a little bit more like, why? Um, yeah, like, they didn't give us gargoyles back. I guess they did. They were like, "Nah, you can't do that anymore." The warriors, ranged and melee, same points cost that they were before. It's just like, and I know people vouch for melee warriors, but actually, and now I can make the videos I've been holding off sooner because of this going live on a Wednesday and not the typical Thursday. Um, yeah, that's odd. This is odd. Like none of the things that I would imagine they try to let you have fun with have gone down. Like Norn, same price. Trigon, still same price. Tervagon, same price. Uh, Parasite of Mordrex, same price. Like this is a very odd go. But let's get into what they did with the Aradas. Surprise assault. Excuse me. Just after a Vanguard Invader unit from your army has selected its target. That Vanguard unit select one enemy unit that was selected as the target of one of more of your attacks. So they've changed this so that you can't opt out of attacking, basically. They've did this so on top of that, TOs aren't confused about because you had to target that Vanguard Invader unit and the enemy. So it's like, could I reduce this? With my Hive Tyrant, and some people didn't see that I guess the FAQ and like didn't really understand that like yeah it's perfectly viable now, so that got kind of clarified. But also in the previous iteration you had the option to just not attack after you do that battle shock test, so it's like they take the battle shock test, you're +1 to hit regardless, but if they didn't fail then you know that you weren't kind of vying for it too often and maybe something else will hit it. um but now it's like you have to commit to the bit. So that's that. Swarm Lord. This is kind of a clarification because I've seen this a couple of times that I was like, I don't know why you all thought that would work that way, but pretty much as they're saying, this takes over the precedent of Lord of Deceit. You have to have Swarm Lord as your warlord. And what people were doing is that they were getting the Vect or saying that Swarmlord had the Vec without Swarmlord being your warlord. First off, if the Swarmlord is on your field, I think I think that's like a supreme commander situation in which you make your Swarmlord your warlord. But yeah, don't know why people thought because it read the same way as the Archon from Jukari, and they're like, no, it has to be your warlord to give the Lord of Deceit ability. So I don't know what that's about. FAQs, kind of. I think they just put shit in here sometimes just for the sake of it. But we knew that the loan up stretch went to 18, so they're clarifying how it works for the Vanguard Onslaught one. Still 18 if they don't have loan up. If they do have loan up, still 6. Um, or it still goes down to 6. Your opponent can select new targets for the attacking unit's targets. Um, Basically, if you have Hypercrypt or Grey Knights, if you have Hunting Grounds, do they need to take a Battle Shock test on a roll? If they're being repositioned, if the unit is being repositioned and is first placed into reserve, do you need to take a Battle Test Shock roll on a 2-up? Um, while your character with hunting grounds, when Vanguard is on the battlefield. Yes. Rules are triggered by or applied to reserve units are also triggered by and applied to a reposition unit when it is set back up. So, yeah, uppy downy, you get countered, or you counter uppy downy. Can I use rapid regen on Doombolt or Vortex of Doom? Mortal wound shit? No, I don't know why this was a question, but I guess it happens enough. Uh, Mawlock, again, something that clearly says on a 5 up battle shock test, is it every unit within 12 inches or only those units that rolled a 5 up? No, I don't know why this was confusing, but I guess only the ones with the 5 up. Um, if I use Psychostatic Disruption and Warp and roll that 4 up in the second battle round when that enemy strategic reserves unit, can it arrive still? The cannot arrive rule takes precedent over the rule stating that unit must arrive from strategic reserves. So if they can't do it, they can't do it. It's plain and simple. Um, if I select a unit of Neurogons for a Neurotyrant's Neuroloid's ability that is not led by a Synapse unit, does that unit of Neurogons gain the Synapse keyword? If I select a unit of Neurogons for a Neurotyrant's Neuroloid's ability that is not led by a Synapse unit, does that unit of Neurogons gain the Synapse keyword? No. So what that sounds like to me is that they're just doubling down that if you, because the Neurogon's ability, um, I guess we'll just pull it up real quick, just so we can all see it plain as day text. While this unit is within Synapse range of a friendly Tyranids unit, excluding Neurogon units, it has the Synapse keyword. So they really just said you can't have shit, I guess. While this unit is within Synapse range of a friendly Tyranids unit, it has the Synapse keyword. So we know that it works as an extender relay, but they said, fuck your shit. Okay. This was odd to do this now. This was a no duh, but I guess some people were really trying to play into the duh. Uh, all of this one just feels unnecessary. Can't. I guess they're saying like for the keyword purposes. Like, do you know? I yeah, I don't know why we did that one. I don't know. But that's that. And this is this. I mean, like, on one hand, yay, you didn't touch Tyranofexes, and I guess still, yay, you didn't touch Exocrine, but like, nothing in this is more appealing now. Like, I'm not taking the Carnifexes if I'm not taking a One Eye. So, yay, I saved 10 points. My solo Pyrovores, uh, I don't know why. I mean, Von Ryan sleepers are more appealing, I guess. For 70 points, you get an infiltrating screen. Uh, with stealth and an invuln. And free heroic intervention. So, I take that back. Von Ryan's leapers are more attractive. The Winged Hive Tyrant is not really. Like, I guess this is better for the double list where you take a Hive Tyrant and a Swarm Lord. But like, if you were already paying the additional 25 to take out regular Hive Tyrant, I don't think making it an additional 35, especially when I can't get a bonus Pyrovore out of it for 35, um, would make that worth it. Like, I'd rather take Assault and Lethals versus possibly injuring myself, and if I don't, What is it? -1 from the attack's characteristic, right? Oh, yeah. That's these are the changes. All right, let me hurry up and get off of this and get to the next one, I guess. So yeah, fellow bug lovers, we we got changes, and they exist. All right, yeah. If you liked the video, like it. Got a comment for me, comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.